you want to become a magician, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Alakazam Unlimited. Alakazam Unlimited is literally the Netflix for magicians. You learn loads of tricks on there and they are so good. Let me show you exactly what you learn. On Alakazam Unlimited, you learn tricks for beginners. Check this out. Tricks that if you've never done a magic trick before, it's not a problem because they are so easy to perform. We teach you card tricks on there, but not card tricks that you would have seen your granddad or your uncle perform. I'm talking professional level card tricks. We're going to teach you coin tricks. So if you're down the pub and your mate hands you some change, you can do tricks with their coins. Not only that, we also teach you how to read minds. Mind reading has blown people away forever, and you can harness that power. Build confidence. Magic is great for building confidence, whether you're 5 or 105. Magic is the perfect confidence builder. It gets you out around people having fun. It could even be a new career. You never know that. It's a great side hustle as well. If you perform at events, weddings, corporate events, or just at your local restaurant, you can get extra money for performing magic. You can even impress your grandkids. So many people come into the shop and they want to be that magic granddad. They want to have that extra something, a little bit of time they can spend with their grandkids or their children. Magic is the perfect hobby for that, and we teach you tricks that are great for that. Also, win free drinks. Honestly, I have lost count the amount of free drinks I've won just from being able to do a couple of tricks. Not only that, the great thing of Unlimited is get off, you can cancel anytime, there you go. You haven't got to sign up for like a year, anything like that. You can cancel anytime. It's a monthly contract. Not only that, 7-day free trial. And the price of it, drum roll please, £4.99 per month. Less than £5 a month, you get access to over 200 magic tricks taught by professional magicians, okay? Unreal magic tricks of all skill levels, of all abilities. You can cancel anytime. It's £4.99 a month, and like I said, there's tricks on there for every single one of you. So if you want to become a magician, if you want to learn one trick, if you want to just impress your friends, your colleagues, your pub mates, check out Alakazam Unlimited right now, alakazam.co.uk, or click the link below. You will not regret it, trust me. It'll be the best £5 a month you ever spent. It's literally less than a pint. Unbelievable.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you?
I was expecting it to be you first, then.
Yeah,
then
I thought I'd throw you off.
Yeah. Well, you wanted to see if I was actually going to be here, didn't you? Because normally you're waiting.
I could see you on the screen. I usually like to try and catch you off guard. But hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this live. Sorry, Wayne, continue.
No, I've had all my deliveries, so I wasn't rushing around to get to the door or anything.
Ah.
But it is quite cold today. Yes, welcome to the show,
cold.
everyone. Welcome to the show again. I was just saying before we went live, I just said tonight, it seems incredible that it's been a week since we were talking about the upcoming week, and we had 2 live launches, and it just seems bonkers. It's going so quickly, and we're almost at the we're only 2 weeks away, a week away from the online Christmas party.
Oh,
that's next Tuesday.
It is. Actually, let me just hit this. So that's it. That's happening next Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Right here.
It's going to be amazing.
In the Alakazam Grotto.
So much is happening as well. We've got there'll be some magic tricks taught, I believe, on the night. There's going to be, I think we've got a little tiny pot, like a little tiny bag of stuff to give away, haven't we?
Well, if previous years are anything to go by, Santa's sack will be overflowing with free gifts.
Last year, what was it last year? I think it was over £1,000, wasn't it?
Well, every
Easily.
year it's over 1,000. I think last year was closer to £2,000 worth of stuff we gave away.
Because there was some expensive. I remember there was some tricks in there that were like 100 or 150 quid on their own.
Well, I think there was, if I'm not mistaken, I think there might have been a nightshade in there. There might have been a mirage in there.
You gave away, I think it was last year. There was two of the pens.
That was the year before, I think.
Was that the year before?
Yeah.
There was a couple of those given away.
Joel Miranda.
That's
pen.
it.
Yeah. But I will say tonight as well, everyone that's watching, remember tonight at 7 p.m, we have got a live launch. And I've got a little video to play. I'll play that quickly. It's only a short one. Let's just hit this and then we'll be back and we will chat.
When I decide what I'm going to carry with me on a daily basis, I have certain criteria that need to be met. It needs to be fast. It needs to be simple. It needs to be visual. But most importantly, it needs to be magical. That's why I carry Trebloom.
So that's happening tonight at 7 o'clock. There's yours.
Exciting.
Mine should be in my pocket. Oh,
I want to get it out and show, but I can't, can I? So
no, there's mine, which has been, I've been carrying mine now and doing it for, what, 8 months, maybe longer?
yeah, I'd say I've had mine for what, about 3 or 4 months now.
Yeah. So that's...
It's always in my pocket, always there.
Yeah. And it's so nice. That's coming out tonight, 7 o'clock. So join us on Facebook and YouTube, where we will be joined by Eric Stevens and, of course, Craig Petty. Now, we'll go in depth about what it is, but I will say it was an effect that we purchased the rights off Eric Stevens, and Craig was here at the time, or at the time we got the samples in. And Craig actually created about 10 additional routines for it, I think. So not only do you get all of Eric Stevens' work on the gimmick, but you also get Craig's routines. So if you join us tonight, you'll be able to get the premiere of the trailer, but then we've also got 2 full performances. We've got a full performance of one of Craig's routines, and a full performance of Eric's original routine for it as well, so you'll be able to see those, and you'll be able to ask any questions you want. So that is Trebloom being launched.
And it's great, and it fits in your pocket, and it plays great.
Yeah,
it's
really does. And it's great for all sorts of performances.
I was going to say there as well, it does fit his criteria as well. It is one of those nice ones, like I do it if I'm at a table and I want to do something, and say they're just finishing their dessert or their starters, and they're doing something, or there's not a lot of room, I can do it in my hand. It's very visual and it's just lovely.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, question here from Ned. Is there any chance it might be released in dollar coins at some point? Never say never. But we will say that for this project, the coins have been specially made. I'm not meaning specially engineered. I'm saying we've had to get the coins specially molded. So everything about this set is unique to this set. So not saying that we would never do a dollar one, or we'd never do different currencies or whatever. But at the moment, this is how it is, because to make a little tweak as getting it done from $half to dollars will mean getting a whole set of coins molded and manufactured. But never say never. And talking of dollar coins, a question that kept coming up on Sunday when we did the live launch of this bad boy, and I will tell you, we have got less than 50 of these left in stock at the moment. We've got more coming in early next week, I think, but there's less than 50 at the moment in stock. But one of the questions that kept coming up was, can it be done with dollar-sized coins, or is it only $half? Craig has always performed this with $half, but Harry just checked, and dollars will fit in there fine.
Nice.
So, yes, it does work with dollar coins. And I've got the trailer for this, if you want to have a little look-see.
Yeah, can do.
Yeah? Should we have a little look?
Yeah, let's have a little look.
Okie dokes, here we go.
Oh my god!
Up your hand, that's one, that's two, that's three, Sheila, come on!
Out of everything that I've ever released, people message me more about bringing back the Attack of the Bag project than anything else that I have ever created. Well, myself and Alakazam Magic, we've been listening and we are doing just that. But this time, it's an entire project.
The last one, I'll go slow motion. Look, do me a favour, I'll hold this one. You take these two, squeeze them tightly, give me a chance to see if I will. Put your hand under the table right there, just there, don't move. Right, watch. I'm going to put the bag here, over the table where your hand is. Step one, it goes halfway through the bag. Step two, it goes the rest of the way through the bag, through the table.
I've been working with this prop for the last 20 years, and I honestly believe there is not a better utility device available for coin magicians than the coin bag. I'm going to show you how to use this bag to perform absolute miracles. The cool part is you just drop the coins in there and you're ready to go anytime, anywhere. Why carry a purse around with you when you can drop everything inside a bag? Every single classic of magic you can do with a coin bag, but you can do it 20 times more visually, 20 times better.
Mine is in my bag, yours is in your hand. I'm going to try and get mine to jump and join yours.
Do you know what?
Turn your hand over.
This, no, I can't be doing with this, because if this is real...
Go on, Neil.
If this is real, I can't go out tonight.
No, you can't.
Turn your hand over, open it up. Look at the other side. There's yours. My sticker on your side, your sticker on the other.
He's got you.
Look, get out of here, that's voodoo.
Oh, and by the way, did I tell you, you can use any coins in the bag. We're going to supply you with some $half. We're going to supply you with coins so you can get started straight away. But if you want to use coins with your own currency, that's absolutely fine. Anything like that will fit.
You see the 3 coins in there, right? You can see they're in there. You know they're in there. I'm going to get them out the bag once. Turn the bag over. First one's going to go from here to here. My friend, nothing in my hand, right? Nothing up my sleeve. Any fairy, you'd be cheating me once. Rub the back of the hand. Rub the back of the bag. Already too late. You know why? First one's gone out. That's one. That leaves us with 2. Check it out. There it is. That's 2. Now the first coin came out through the top of the bag. Watch this one. Can you see it there? It's invisible. But if I concentrate and I believe. Last one. You see it over there? Last one. From long distance. Don't worry about the bag. From here to here. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Don't open your hand just yet. Did you feel it? If it's there, they're going to freak out. Turn your hand over, open it up. This is for you. Cup your hands together for me. Because if magic was real, we'd need a big finish. And if we made a big finish, it would look something like that. It's mainly because you can't get any bigger than that. It's mainly because you can't get any bigger than that.
It's time to take your coin magic to the next level. It's time to take your magic routines to the next level. After all these years, I am proud to say thanks to Alakazam Magic, the coin bag is back. My name is Craig Petty, and this is the Coin Bag Project.
So there it is, the Coin Bag Project. It's actually called Bag Reborn. You get over 6 hours of video tutorial on here with tons and tons of different routines. And there was a couple of questions that come in. One of them was, is this part of the elite coin range? Yes, it is. It's part of the elite coin range, and it's a good entry level product. I.e. the bag does most of the heavy lifting for you, so you know the vanishes, the appearances and stuff like that. The bag handles a lot of that work for you, so it's a really great one if you want to get into magic. But the other thing is as well, which Craig was discussing there, if you're out and about, you're doing chop cup or anything where you need a close-up pad, the bag actually makes a nice close-up surface for you to perform things like chop cup on before you go into your bag routine or after you've done your bag routine. I also want to say a big shout out to Alakazam member Lee Ranson, who's watching us from home today. He's just sent me a picture. And Lee, for those of you that don't know, was the star of the Auto Chair trailer. A lot of people know him and recognise him from that. He is sort of a bit of a legend nowadays.
He's been messaging me as well.
Yeah, so he's there, Lee. And what else did I have to say? Oh, there was a comment from Ian Raymond Walker about Trebloon. No dollar Trebloon, sadly no purchase from me. I think when you see it, it's a standalone effect. It's, you know, whether it's dollar size or non-dollar size is sort of neither here nor there, I don't think.
Well, I pretty much exclusively, if I go into my other pocket, I pretty much exclusively use dollar coins for everything. So I've got dollar Chinese coins, I've got dollar copper coins, I've got silver coins, I've got loads of, that's all I really use is dollar size, but I don't even think of that with Tri-Bloom. It doesn't matter because it's not that kind of, you know, you're not going to be blending it with anything else. It's a standalone thing. Yeah, I don't think that would be an issue at all.
Yeah. Coco said Craig Petty is by far the greatest creator from the last century. Hard-working, creative man. Do you know what, Coco? I couldn't agree more. I honestly have never met anyone that works harder than Craig. And that's the honest truth. I've never met anyone that works harder. I speak to Craig probably every day or two, and I try not to say what are you up to today, because it just annoys me that I can't be that motivated.
he can't sleep because he's got
I
so
don't
much.
think he does. The thing is, I don't think he sleeps at night, but anyone that's been out with him for dinner or anything will understand he sort of
Power
sleeps
naps.
when we're like, if we go out for dinner and we've got a live launch or something like that, we'll be chatting away and he'll be like dozing at the table, but then he just kicks straight back into it and he don't sleep at night. So I think he just catches 10 minutes whenever he can. It's crazy. Right, Theo. Theo said, have the products en route to the US cleared customs yet? Yep, the bag reborn is in the US warehouse. Whoever ordered the first batch, Chris got out yesterday evening, I believe, and he'll be getting any other pre-orders or any other orders for it out today. He got as many as he could done yesterday, and the rest are going out today. Trebloon is already in the US warehouse. This one just got caught up for some reason, but to be fair, they were there yesterday anyway, so, and it only launched Sunday, so there wasn't too much, thankfully, of a delay there. But yeah, Chris has got them. Let me see what else come in. Clive said, what a fantastic trick. Yes, it is. So you've got some exciting news.
I have. Christmas.
Yeah.
No, as of so I took a bit of a hiatus for a little while from doing my Wayne's Wednesdays Wizarding Wonders, which is easy for you to say, and but it's back, but not on a Wednesday. I believe it's going to be now on a Thursday. Oh, thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Yes, all the Fearless books have got out, so if you pre-order them, they're all out now. The next batch won't go out until after the new year. Thank you very much. Shameless plug. Yeah, I've restarted the Wayne's Wizarding Wonders show, and I've fired it off. So it's going to be one trick we're going to be looking at every week, apparently. So we're going to pick out a show every Thursday on the YouTube channel. And Jamie has edited, done a great intro for it, an outro, and some music to it as well. And I'm going to be looking at children's effects, family effects, tricks that you can do when you've got a mixed audience in front of you. And I'm going to be doing some reviews, I'm going to be giving some advice, and just basically, doing a bit more than we did before in the show, but amping it up a little bit. And I'm firing it straight off with two amazing tricks. One, very simple effects for children's parties that I think I will do in my younger children's shows. And then one trick which not only is amazing, but it works great for kids shows, but also for family shows and adults as well. So yeah, very, very excited to bring them to you. I'm not sure which Jamie set as the first one, but check them out. And I believe as well that as of Thursday, all the back catalogue will be available. The ones I did previously will all be brought up to date, and they'll be available on YouTube as well.
Brilliant.
So exciting.
Yeah, really exciting, and more exciting news as well for anyone that wants to get into kids magic and doing children's parties. And we all know for a lot of magicians, kids parties, you included, are the bread and butter. You know, you do a hell of a lot of close-up, but the kids parties are the bread and butter. They're constant.
It's also the kids shows. What a lot of people seem to not think too much about is that if I get booked for a wedding, guaranteed that wedding is going to be at least 6 months or a year away.
Yeah.
Whereas I could get a phone call now for a kids show tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, that's how quickly they book. So having that in my back pocket, that any time I could get a call, and if I can do it, then I can do it. You know, is a great thing. I did a party yesterday that booked me on Friday. It was a school show for a lovely school, actually. One of my favourite kid shows that was. It was great. 200 kids in a massive room, the whole of Key Stage 1, and it was great. But for me, there was nothing really to do. I turned up with my show. I set it up, I performed it, I packed it away, and I went home again. They're very quick, they're very easy. It all comes out of a box and goes onto the stage, and it just works. So I don't have to stress or worry about what am I going to do in this kid show or that kid show. That's my show. I get it out, I do it, I put it away, and I'm gone again. And again, it can be booked as quickly as that. So yeah, if you were looking at doing kid shows or getting into kid shows, it is definitely one of those things where, you know, it's a constant revenue stream. Money is coming in, and you can make it work around you as well. I know a lot of magicians who they'll say, "Oh, I only do 11 o'clock on a Saturday, 11 till 12, or 11 till 1. It's a 2-hour party, and 2 till 4." So you dictate to them when you're going to work. I tend to do it whenever they want me. If I can fit it in, I can. But it's also one of those kind of shows where people will move around me. So I've got a show coming up in January. They phoned me up and said, "Oh, we're going to look at hiring the hall from 1 till 4." I said, I can't do 1 till 4. I could do the morning, but not the afternoon. They called back 10 minutes later. Right, we've changed the booking. We've got it in the morning now. And yeah, for them, it's no difference. It's still 2 hours. For me, it means I can do 2 shows in one day or more. Over Christmas, some days I think I've got like 3 or 4 shows in one day.
And the other thing is as well, as a close-upper, if you're, you know, weddings, okay, people will get married all year round, but there is a wedding season.
Yes.
And for close-uppers or people that only do adult-style magic, January and February seem to be very, very quiet and not a lot going on. The company Christmas parties are done, not really many weddings going on, whereas kids' parties don't stop.
All year round. No.
They literally don't stop. So the point of this conversation as well is those of you that are on Alakazam Unlimited, both Wayne and Jamie have been discussing a very exciting project which we're hoping will hit Unlimited by the middle of next year. And what it is, it's if all goes to plan, it will be a course on children's magic, not only the performance side, but also the business side you're going to be covering and stuff like that. But what makes it very exciting is the fact that hopefully, if all things work out, we're going to get some live footage of you performing at a school or a kids show, and you're going to have sort of the director's commentary over it, and you know how you're controlling the kids and everything else.
All the stuff that no one ever talks about, as well as not only the tricks, but also the bits of business that go in between the tricks that really make the performance. Everybody who knows me knows that I'm quick with a line and a gag and etc. And that skill comes, I think, from working at kid shows where literally any kind of interaction could happen at any time. So I'm going to talk about how to tap into that and how to harness that for yourself, so that, you know, when you're performing, if something does happen, which will, you can deal with it, and all the other bits of business that goes with it, all the handshaking stuff and the jokes and the gags that all make you look like you're amazing, but they're all part of what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I really am. It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be really a great course. I mean, your other course has just gone live now. I think we've just had episode 1, and Roy Smith just commented saying it's excellent. You're currently running a course on Unlimited on sponge ball magic.
Yep.
So I think episode 2 of that will go live this week, is it? Or are they? I think they're every week, aren't they?
I think so, yeah. I haven't seen I think Jamie said every week or every 2 weeks, but yeah. And that's going to take you from 0 to hero with that as well. It's going to take you, and I think there's, I can't remember how many lessons we did on that course, but that is only the first part of that. We are going to expand it. So after Christmas, we're going to film another X amount of episodes as well. That will be a little bit more, so that you can start at the beginning and work your way through. This ends up with you doing a basic routine with sponge balls, but then we're going to go further with other things you can do and other routines you can do with the sponge balls as well. Yeah, so yeah, very exciting.
Guys, if you haven't already dipped your toe in Unlimited, go sign yourself up. You get a 7-day free trial, which means you could sign up today. You've got access all areas. You can learn anything you want on the platform. You can watch anything you want on the platform. And if you don't like it, if it's not for you, you can cancel your subscription in 6 days' time, and you haven't paid a penny. So even if you wanted to go on there and watch Wayne's first sponge ball lesson, you can do it. If you wanted to go on there and learn my cyclone, which you can't learn anywhere else, you can go on there and do it totally free of charge. So make the most of it, because it is a phenomenal platform. It really,
As well
really
as all
is.
that, we've also got on there lots of other stuff as well, like all the Wayne Dobson TV performances, and so it's not just, which is great. If you over the Christmas period, me and my daughter, when she was a lot younger, we used to love sitting in the front room watching, and I'd go on YouTube, or I had them on a digital stick. I had the David Copperfield specials, and we'd sit there and watch them. And because it's designed to be watched as a show, it's not a lesson or a lecture. You know, anyone can watch it, and you can put it on. There's some great allusions, some great comedy, some great cabaret material on there, and you can watch and enjoy it as a family or just on your own or whoever. But it's a really nice little thing, especially this time of year when the nights are drawn in. You don't want to go out. Stick a bit of Wayne Dobson on and see the master work.
Yeah, yeah. So Robert Six said it would be nice for Wayne to do a course on comedy magic. Do you mean Wayne to go on a course?
Yeah. Should have seen that one coming. I think that's something Jamie and I have been talking about as well.
Yeah.
The problem, I've got a book on comedy that I'm writing, and the only problem with that sort of thing is that because comedy is so personal, it's trying to make sure that it encompasses everybody.
Yeah.
You know, so for me to do, I can do a course on my kind of comedy where I'm doing lots of one-liners and interactions and ad-libbing and things like that, which I think would be great, and that's what I've kind of spoken to Jamie about. But if we do that, then we've also got to make sure we encompass other kinds of comedy as well, which is why my book has taken, I mean, I've been writing for 10 years, and at the moment I'm still in the first chapter, because every time I write something, I think, no, that's not inclusive of everything. I've got to encompass everything to make this work for everyone. But yeah, it's definitely something me and Jamie have talked about and will continue to talk about. I'm sure we could do something for it.
Yeah,
so
100%, 100%. Let me have...
Oh, actually, while we talk about that, a very quick shameless plug. Do you want to press the button? You should definitely check out the comedy joke books that I've got, because they are, if you want to add comedy to your tricks, then they are a great place to start.
They really are. They really are. Are they available as downloads?
They are, and excuse me, pardon me, they are, and I'm talking to Andy. We're going to get them uploaded to Alakazam, so you'll be able to get them on Alakazam, hopefully very, very shortly.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
Just want to say a big thank you to Clive as well, who said he's bought Zoltar's opener the other day, and he loves it. So thank you very much, Clive.
Do you know Zoltar's opener is a great one if you're a pro or not a pro. Sorry, I've got a real tickle in my throat now. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
If you're working to one person or a group of people, so if you're down the pub and you want to do something and get everyone involved, it's so good because it all happens up here and you're showing the box and turning it around. Zoltar's opener should be in everybody's case or in their pocket, because it's such a great trick, and you can repeat it. I mean, ideally not to the same people, but you can do, but it's instantly repeatable. And it's just one of those great tricks that has a real impact, and it's simple and everyone understands it. Yeah, it's always in my case. I love it. Get it out, and the whole table can see it. You might be doing it to one person, but everyone else can enjoy it at the same time, because it's happening here, and you're holding up here.
Here's a little bit of a what do we call it?
Scoop.
There is a different themed version of Zoltar's opener coming out early next year.
What?
Yes.
That's amazing.
So it's it's the same effect, but with a different theme.
Oh,
which
very
is
nice.
Really nice, actually. Really nice. So that is coming out early next year. It won't replace Zoltar, because Zoltar's its own theme, and this is a different theme. Right. Let me have a look. Roy Smith, I need to get a new Hoover as my old one sucks. Classic.
You need to look after your Hoover, Roy. You know what? My Dyson is so old, I've had to have it fitted with a bag.
Oh, God. We have to get rid of ours, actually. It's just gathering dust.
Oh, but
No.
look at that. We're all
Stop
firing on cylinders tonight. Look at that.
Stop it. Right. Okay, so there's a few things as well we need to chat about. One of them is this. It is now
I love the new box.
back. Looks great, right?
Yeah.
And this is, if you purchase one of these, this is how you should carry it in your case or your bag or whatever. It just protects everything and it's ready to go.
I've got let me grab my wallets quick because we can show them up.
Yeah, go on.
Give me 1 second.
So guys, this is now in stock. This is now, I'm proud to say, an Alakazam product. We purchased the rights earlier this year from Adam Wilbur and Volpine. So this is now an Alakazam branded product. This is the new shipment. These have just come in because we were out of the original Volpine ones. And Wayne has got his set there.
There's my green one. My blue one.
Beautiful.
So I have them tucked out like that, so they're nice and easy to grab.
Nice.
So it's half in, half out. And the red one.
Very
and
nice.
the colours are they look great. You bring them out on stage, look at that.
Yeah.
There's no confusion, distinction. Beautiful.
Yeah, they are. It's just such a fantastic trick. Now, if you purchase that from us, we've got a full performance actually of the original routine. So we'll play that and then we'll give you a little bit of additional information. So let's take a look at this. It's a full uncut performance of Adam Wilbur performing this at the Chicago Magic Lounge. So let's take a little look and then we'll talk a bit more about it, Wayne.
All right, now when I was 9 years old, my mother told me, hey, you're going to the doctor. I got super nervous because as a 9-year-old, nobody wants to go get a shot. I said, Mom, I'm scared. I don't want to get a shot. She said, no, it's not that kind of doctor. It's an optometrist. So what the heck is that? They're going to check your eyes. Cool. Go to the optometrist, have my appointment, passed with flying colors, and actually 20/20, right? I said, well, what does that mean? He said, you can see perfectly. One caveat. You're pretty severely colorblind. I looked at him and went, well, that came out of the purple. All right. But this is all very true. I am severely colorblind. I got told that at 9 years old, and I didn't think anything of it because at 9 years old it hadn't affected me, so why would it start today? And then he said, there's only one thing that will affect you later in life. You can't legally be a helicopter pilot if you're colorblind. They use color-coded switches. If it's documented that you're colorblind, you could never get a helicopter pilot's license. Now, at 9 years old, I'd never wanted to fly a helicopter until that very conversation. And then that's all I wanted to do. But unfortunately, I did not get my helicopter pilot's license. But what I did do was invent a trick based off of color just to stick it to my optometrist. And that's this trick. Now, as I was researching and developing this trick, I found a lot of really cool things out about color. It's got a lot of psychological cues built into us as humans that we can't do anything about. It's not things that we're taught, it's things that are inherent. For instance, fast food restaurants almost always use red. Red makes us hungry. If you go to a birthing ward where women give birth, it's almost always light blue on the walls because that's a calming color. Yellow, caution. Green is known to inspire creative thinking and problem solving. These are things that are built into us as humans. What that means is if I know a little bit about somebody, I'll know exactly what color they're going to pick. I'll show you what I mean. What I have are four wallets. Now, some people say, hey, if you're colorblind, how can you tell that one's green and that one's blue, right? Now, I kid. I can clearly see it's red, green, blue, and yellow, but it's the shades that I have issues with, right? Now, what these are 4 colored wallets. Each wallet has a corresponding slip of paper that matches the color of the wallet. Let's have some fun. Hey, sir, what's your name? Matt. Matt? Nice to meet you, Matt. Are you having a good time? Great time. Awesome. Are you local to the Chicago area? We are. Born and raised? No. Okay, where are you from originally? Iowa. Iowa, okay. And what do you get excited about? Not work, not like what do you wake up and sort of go, hey, I have the free day today. I want to do this. What would that be for you, Matt?
Fantasy baseball.
Okay, cool. This is going to work beautifully. Hey, Matt, don't let me influence you just by telling you the coolest and smartest people in the world start with yellow. That means nothing. If you had a free choice of these 4 colors, which color would you pick? Blue. Blue? Yeah. Just like we rehearsed, buddy. Pull the blue slip of paper, just the slip of paper. Don't read it yet. We'll get to that at the end here. Hi, ma'am. What's your name?
Courtney.
Hi, Courtney. How are you?
Good.
Courtney, where are you from?
Schaumburg.
Is that in Illinois?
Chicago suburbs. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm from New Hampshire, so we have a very small little... Any New Englanders in the house? Yeah, that's usually how it goes. And what do you get excited about? What are you passionate about in life?
My son.
Oh, awesome. How old is he?
2.
2? Very cool. What's his name?
Caden.
Caden. Beautiful name. This is going to work great. I have green, red, and yellow. Which one would you like?
Green.
I knew it. I knew it. I'm going to give you the green slip of paper. Pull the slip out. We'll read that in just a minute. Here we go. We got another one down the line. Let's see. Hey, sir, in the back there. How you doing?
Good.
What's your name?
Alan.
Hey, Alan. Nice to meet you. I'm still Adam. Pleasure. Alan, I have 2 colors left. I have red and I have yellow. I don't want to influence you, but just to make sure this is going to work, I have to ask one question. Favorite number? If you had to pick one that was a 2-digit number, what would that be?
24.
Perfect. Red or yellow? Red? Yes. Could you take the, excuse my reach, you guys, take the red slip and hand it back to my friend Alan? That would be perfect. So far, so what, right? Nothing's happened. We've just had some colors named. You guys picked some, you left me with yellow. Now, I'm not ignorant to the fact that it might be a little bit hard to trust a magician, so what we're gonna do is you look trustworthy, especially with your arms nice and crossed. Would you hold my yellow slip? What's your name? Jeff, thank you for helping out. So here we go. I need you guys to confirm this, the people that helped me. I didn't set this up with you out there and say, hey, you name this color, you name this color. What color? You freely chose blue, you freely chose green, you freely chose red. Yep? Here's where it gets good. All of you unfold your piece of paper. And sir, we'll start with you, the one that picked blue. What does your slip of paper say in a nice, loud, clear voice?
I will pick blue.
What does yours say? Green, what does yours say? That's 3 for 3, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Find out where my sober people are here. I get it. Some people going, hey, honey, am I fooled? Did he trick me? I understand. See, the problem is this. You haven't seen the best part of the trick. It's my favorite part of the trick. It's the end of the trick. You guys freely chose some colors. I asked a few questions, got a good read on you, and you decided to leave me with one color, and that was yellow. I gave you the yellow slip of paper. If you could open that out, read the first line in a nice, loud, clear voice.
The man will pick blue.
Blue. Next line.
The woman will pick green.
Green. Next line.
The person with the glasses will pick red.
Red. Leaving me with?
I will be left with the yellow.
Yeah! 4 for 4, baby. Thank you very much. I'll take that. Thank you very much. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Alan, if you could pass that down, I have another show in about a month, and I'd love to do this trick again. So, perfect. If only my optometrist could be here now, right?
So good.
So good.
Guys, that is the original routine, but we also provide a brand new PDF with this now, where you've got additional ideas by myself, Wayne Goodman, and Andy Nyman. Now, I know Andy picked one of these up a few months ago, and within a couple of days he sent me a message saying how much he loved it, and because it's just such a beautiful effect, and the kicker is so strong. But the thing I wanted to talk about is your take on it, Wayne. And this came out of, you were telling me, because you were doing a show that you wanted to do it at, but because of how this is set, it wasn't possible.
Yeah, it just wouldn't have. Yeah, there's no way I could have done it with that group on that night, at least. Anyway, so I came up with a way of doing it a variation, which meant I can now do it in any situation at any time. Now, before I go any further, I'm just going to say the restrictions that I had, you're not going to come across very often. And it's a great effect. I love it. I use it all the time in close up at big tables and in stage shows, and it's perfect. But this was a very specific situation that I found myself in where
Well,
I can't
the
really go
thing
into
is, we can say it, the way, the setup you get, now bearing in mind, it is you can adapt it to anything you want. But the setup it comes with, the prediction says a man, a woman, person in glasses.
and I was at
you were
WI.
performing to...
WI group where there was no men,
Yeah.
apart from me, and obviously
Yeah.
I've got to do the last bit. So yeah, it just wouldn't have worked. I couldn't. So what I came up with an idea that I turned to reality was to have masks. So they wear a mask, and now, so in the original one that I had Borat, Captain Jack Sparrow, and I can't remember the third one.
Wasn't it Frozen?
Oh yeah, Elsa from Frozen. And so what I would do is when I had them there, I would get them to act out the part. So even if you've got a man up, and I would mix the masks face down, they would choose one, and whoever they got, they would get. So I could still pick men and women up. I can even get a child up if I want to, and they wear the mask of the person, and I make them act out. So I've had big blokes singing "Let It Go." I've had people pretending to be drunk like Captain Jack. And giving it the Yoshamash from Borat. And now it doesn't matter who is wearing what mask, or if I've only got women or only got men, or there's no one wearing glasses, because I can make it fit. Yeah. But on Friday, I'm going to be filming a presentation of it, a very special presentation for the Christmas party next week.
So this is the other thing that I really like. I mean, I do the routine as Red. But then I'm not going out performing that much. So, you know, I do it as Red. But I know you have got various, like you said, you're going to be doing your Christmas presentation, which will be shown on the Alakazam Christmas party, the online Christmas party. Yeah. But this is, so you were saying to me earlier that once the Christmas season's over, you take out your predictions and you just put them away, and then at the beginning of December next year, you redo it.
I don't have.
So you've got various ones that you've made up.
I've got a box like this. It's not this one, but I've got a box like this, and so it's got my original set in there. When I take them out, the Christmas set will go in there. It's got the Borat and Elsa and that set in there. I even did it. I used Google Translate, and it worked. And I had it checked by a friend of mine who didn't have time to do all the translations for me, but I translated it into Japanese, into the kanji. So when I did the shows for the Japanese students a few months back, I was able to go, okay, you picked Red, would you read what your card says? And they could read it in Japanese and say, I will pick red, I will pick blue, I will pick yellow. And my one, I had the translator, the girl who was translating, I gave it to her and she read out the main prediction with all the text in it. In Japanese. Yeah. So I mean, it took a little bit of work, but not a lot of work. But I was able to do that. To make up a set myself here, like the Christmas set, to make it up and make up the cards, etc., including place testing and everything else, it took me about, I'd say for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to make them, and then another 10 minutes to put them into the wallets to make sure, confirm. And the way I do it is I take out one, I read it, I make sure the right one's going into the right pocket. I check it on the way it works, and then you're good to go.
Yeah.
I would quickly add as well. I was going to say very quickly as well. Yeah. When you look at the routine, there's no memory work.
No.
It's very, very easy to do. This is not something that you're looking at and going, "Oh Christ, if they pick that one, then I've got to remember to do this." It's not like a progressive anagram or anything like that, where you've got to remember what's been happened before. The way the method works is so easy. You can focus 100% on the presentation and even if you aren't paying attention because of the way the method works, even if you can have your back turned to them while they're making their choices, etc., or taking them out and put them down, one glance and you instantly know exactly what you've got to do and where you've got to go. It's so beautifully structured.
It's so clever. I mean, for those of you that have been into magic a while, you'll know that the actual premise is based on a great effect called Technicolor prediction. by Martin Lewis. Martin Lewis, Trevor Lewis, Martin Lewis.
I think it was Martin.
Martin Lewis. Now, I used to perform Technicolor prediction. I stopped performing it. One, I thought the props were a little bit dated, I'll be honest. But for two, I did find myself having to do some mental gymnastics to remember what to do when. Now, what Adam has done is he's changed the method. So the method is changed. It's, in my opinion, it is better, a lot better. The props are more modern, but more than that, he's added an extra person. So the colour prediction, Technicolor prediction, was only 2 people and you. Adam's added an extra person, so it's 3 people and you. Now, what a lot of people don't realise is you don't have to be part of this. You could get 4 people up on stage, get spectator number 1 to pick a piece of paper, spectator number 2, spectator number, or when spectator number 3 is going to make their decision, you're going to say, no, you've all got 3 choices. Not you, Wayne, because you're going to be left with whatever Chris doesn't want. So now Chris takes his, and I go, unfortunately, Wayne, you're left with blue. And I hand Wayne the blue one, and then when Wayne reads out, it says, and I'll be left with blue, which makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So now you're not even part of it. It's 4 people up on stage, you know, which is so good. Crying Scotsman put, I love colour psychology and I bought it when Adam released it. Would love to be able to buy the PDF. No need to buy it. All you need to do is prove to us that you own it, and we'll gladly give you the PDF. Whether you bought it from Alakazam or direct from Adam, doesn't matter.
Well, Pete,
yes.
I think we can say, if you do own it, if you go to your Alakazam account and go to redeem and put in the code that came with the original trick from Adam, that will put it in your account, so you've got all the videos in there.
I don't know if it's the same code.
It is the same code.
Oh, is it?
It is the same code. It's the same code because I got mine from Adam before Alakazam sold it, got hold of it, and it's exactly the same code.
Oh.
But if you get any problems, drop me a message on the chat and we'll get you through it. But if you enter the code for the original trick, it was kept as the code because so many people had the original and you said they could have it. So it is the original code.
Okay, don't. But if you have a problem, let us know. So that's good. Let me have a look here. Yeah, but that's such a brilliant idea of yours, Wayne, and you know, to know that you have different presentations just already made up. And the thing is, you could do the mask ones great because you could do them with pop stars, you could do them with actors, you could do it with absolutely anything.
Anyone.
Yeah, literally.
Fruit,
anyone.
vegetables.
Yeah.
I went onto Amazon and I just bought some flat cardboard masks. They've got a bit of card, they're thick so they'll last. I think they cost me like £2 or £3 each. So for the sake of an extra tenner, I was able to get. And I'm sure if you go into towns where you live, if you've got a B&M or a pound shop, they normally have masks in there. You know, you can make them up. I did have an idea for doing it in a school, where you get just some blank masks, and then when you're doing stuff, you get a couple of kids at the beginning of the show to colour them in, and then you give them out to a couple of the teachers, and you get the teachers up to do it. You know, if it's older kids especially, that would be a nice one for that. But yeah, you can literally do it with anything and anyone. It's you know, you could get the hairbands which have got different things on them, or yeah. And like I said, I've got a Christmas one that we're going to film for the Christmas party, which I'm very excited about. I've been doing that for a little while, and I'm doing it tomorrow night at another WI, at the original WI actually, from where I couldn't do it last year. So I know they haven't seen it, which is quite good. They won't remember it from last year because they never saw it.
I love the way that you've got sort of 3 or 4 versions just in your box, and then whenever you're booked for something, and you know, knowing that, oh, it's coming up to my run of Christmas shows now, let's take these out, band those up, we'll put those in, now I'm ready for Christmas. You know,
takes
and it's
5 minutes to swap them over.
Yeah.
It's so easy. And and like I say, that box, I keep mine in the box, in the old box, but I mean that, you know, for 6 to 8 to 10 minute routine, taking up that much space in a case, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's it's perfect.
Yeah. So when you get this, it does come obviously with the wallets, and it does come with the cards pre-written for the man, woman, person in glasses. So you are ready to go. You don't have to do any work with it. But if you do want to adapt it or personalise it to whatever gig you're doing, like Wayne said, it takes about 10 minutes, and I'm sure we provide you with the PDF templates or something that you can type over.
You get a whole load of additional content, and in multiple languages as well.
Yeah, cool. So that is Colour Psychology. That's back in stock now, and we've got it both here in the UK and in our US warehouse. So we're running out of time, Wayne, but I've got a couple of short videos to play. So let's hit with this, because I will be honest, this has been part of the Amazing Magic range since it started, I believe. And we released it a few years before that. We had some in. But I will say, the first time I saw this, it fooled me badly. Really fooled me badly. So let's take a little look-see.
I've got £10
Yeah.
and I want to buy a magic trick that's quite easy for me to do.
Okay, an easy magic trick for £10. Okay, I think you're going to love this one. Check this out. Now, it's called TK Bolt. Okay, now the great thing of this is it's not a card trick, it's not a coin trick, it's something completely different. Okay, now we've got 3 little sort of nuts and bolts, or we can call them lightsabers in this case, all right? And we've got 3 cards that match: yellow, red, and green.
Yeah.
Now I want you to take the cards, turn them face down, and give them a mix. Okay, so no one knows the order of those. Okay. And then I want you to lay them out in a line, 1, 2, and 3. But so no one knows what they are.
Not even me.
Not even you. And I want you to check these out. Make sure they are what they seem. A little screw on the end there. You can loosen each one just a tad. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just make sure it's not like there's no magnets or anything like that. They are what they appear to be.
Yep.
Yep, perfect. Now, you're going to look at any one of these, but don't show me it. Just lift it up and look at it to yourself. Okay? When you've got it, just remember it.
Okay.
Don't show me. Okay? Now watch this. You're not going to believe it. Ready? We're going to start to spin the bottle. Now just focus on your colour. Obviously, I don't know what that colour is. I don't even want you to tell me, okay, until I stop spinning. So keep focusing on your colour. 3, 2, 1. Okay, for the first time, what was your colour?
Red.
You're not going to believe this. Check this out. Look. You thought of red. The red one is the only one that actually undoes itself. And you can check out everything. That is so easy to do. It comes with the cards, it comes with the bottle, the nuts and bolts, and video instructions. And that's TK Bolt, and it's £9.99. You get everything included. How good is that?
That's amazing.
And obviously it's good because you can look at everything. You will never work it out. It's absolutely brilliant.
Wow.
You want one?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, there you go. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So that is TK Bolt, and it's a real fooler.
I thought I was there. I use that in my show, in my close-up show. It's great at the table. Yeah, it's great. It's brilliant. And nobody's got a clue. And instantly repeatable.
Yeah.
You can put it back on. They can do it all. Put it back on again. They mix them up. They choose a card, boom, and straight away whatever card they choose will be undone. I do apologise. I don't know why I've got all tickly throat. I might get a glass of water while the next one's showing.
So, let me have a look here. Colin Wild Jones says, will $half supplied with bag reborn work with melting coins? Melting coins is actually quarter size, not $half size. So no, they wouldn't fit. So it's more 10p quarter size. I've got one more quick little video to play. So I can play that, you can clear your throat, and then we'll come
Only
back
get a
and
glass of
say
water.
our goodbyes.
An illusion uses 3 pieces of rope. Now this one's the length of my forearm, this one's the length of my arm, and this one's the length of, well, you decide. We're going to arrange the ropes like this, and we're going to try a little miracle with them. So we're going to take it here, place it at the top, and we're going to align them all at the top, okay? So you can see it there, at there. Now that's a pretty poor way of showing they all look the same, so you can obviously see them there. If they really look the same, it would look like this. Watch the ropes. Now, all of the ropes spread to the same length. How cool is that? Now, I know that looks like the illusion, but that's not even the illusion I was talking about. It looks like I've got 3 bits of rope, right? It's insane. Watch. 3 become 1. Insane. That, ladies and gentlemen, is unbelievable. And that is this bad boy. 3 to 1 rope. It's unbelievable. Got to be worth like and follow.
Once again, another good one. I just want to say as well, with TK Bolt, there's no force on there.
No.
They screw the nuts, the nuts onto the bolt, and that nut doesn't come on there. It don't slide off. It is screwed on.
The nuts and the bolts aren't gimmicked.
No.
So it's not like, and there's no magnets involved or anything like that. They can check everything. They put it in the bottle, they close the bottle up, they choose one, you shake it and it comes undone. Guaranteed every time. It's the simplest, most baffling effect like that you'll ever find. It's great.
Mm. And the new one that I showed you that earlier today, that I said, oh, have you seen this that Harry's doing? But you said you used to perform in your school shows?
Yeah, so when I used to do, if I'm doing a show in a school, I always try and have one trick in there that has some sort of educational purpose behind it, just so it kind of like, the teachers like it, basically. So what I would do is I would ask the kids if they knew the stop, look and listen, and which is the most important. And I'd bring out the 3 ropes and I'd show them. And so it was a professor's nightmare with stop, look and listen. And the moral was, boom, 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 they're all as important as each other. Who thinks stop is most important? Who thinks look is the most? Who thinks listen? Put them together, they all become the same length. They're all as important as each other. And then from that position, I would then take them and I would throw. I was saying, if you do stop and you do look and you do listen, then you will get home. I'd throw it up in the air, catch it in one piece, and there you go. So stop, look and listen, you get home in one piece. And it was a nice little trick with a nice little moral behind it. And the teachers, yeah, they were always very, very keen on that. It was a great thing. And that's a great little presentation for something like that. You can really, again, with a little bit of thought, you can make it a bit about anything you want to, you know. But yeah, I really liked that presentation for it. It was great.
Yeah.
And that looks like that looks better than the one that I've got upstairs.
Yeah, and it's not that expensive, I don't think, either. But it's a nice little trick. When Harry first did it to me, I must admit, for a few moments, I was fooled. I thought a pool was involved somewhere.
It is, because you see 6 ends and then boom, it's just one piece of rope.
Yeah, no, very, very good. So that's called 3 to 1 ropes.
3 to 1
that
rope.
brings us to the end of today's live, but not the end of today's lives.
Are you just going to sit in the studio now on your own for the next few hours, just looking at the walls?
Yeah, that's it. we're gonna finish here. I'm gonna get the live ready for the live launch tonight. Then I'm gonna go next door with the boys, and we got a bit of filming to do. Then me and Harry are gonna shoot off home, have some dinner quickly, and then come back to the studio. So we're home and then back. But let's just play this quickly, then we'll say our goodbyes.
When I decide what I'm going to carry with me on a daily basis, I have certain criteria that need to be met. It needs to be fast. It needs to be simple. It needs to be visual. But most importantly, it needs to be magical. That's why I carry Trebloom.
There we go.
I love it.
So that's happening tonight at 7 o'clock. Join us. You will get to see the premiere of the trailer. You'll see a couple of uncut performances. We'll be joined by Eric and Craig to talk to you a little bit more about the project and what you get, and you can ask questions. Talking about questions, Tom Rolfe has said, thanks for a great live, guys. Do we have a live and separately to the Christmas party next week? We do, I think, don't we? We've got a Tuesday live.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, well, I'll be down, so we can do it. We can do it from the studio. Yeah,
yeah.
I think
we'll
when I spoke to you last
a
week,
Tuesday live, and then in the evening we have got the live Christmas party.
Yeah, otherwise I won't be on because I've got to go, haven't I? So I'll be on the live.
You've
then
got
I've got
to shoot off.
I won't be around.
And you're going to miss Santa again.
I'm going to try and get back. I'm going to try. It's such a nightmare. It's just timings never seem to line up.
Right. Well, Santa's apparently bringing an elf this year.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Is she cute?
Have you heard that the elf is a great dancer?
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, it's got a brilliant elf dance, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hopefully we'll see it next week.
That would be great. I have told Santa that he's got to make sure he looks, be nice to the elf. You've got to be nice to the elf because you've got to look after your elf, don't you?
Very, very good. Very good. Right, guys, that brings us to the end of this week's live. I want to thank my co-host, as always, the legendary Wayne Goodman. Thank you, Wayne, and thank you to every one of you that joins us every Tuesday on our live. So remember, we are back tonight at 7 p.m. GMT. If you're watching from the States, that is roughly 4 hours from now. It's actually about 3 hours 52 from now. We are back with a live launch of this. Now, the great news is Chris has already got these in our US warehouse. So if you place your order, it will be shipped out promptly to you. And for those of you, there's quite a few new American members of the Alakazam that have joined us today, names I haven't seen before. So those of you that are watching from America, just want to reiterate the fact that we do have a US warehouse. So if you place an order with us, it is not shipped from the UK, it is shipped from the US of A. So you'll get it quicker, you won't get import duties, it all ships from within your lovely country.
Pete, I think we should say if this is your first time watching, or if you're new to the Alakazam Lives, make sure if you're on YouTube, you click the notification bell and the like button, etc. If you're on Facebook, then do the same thing. Click the notification parts, and then you'll be notified whenever we go live on Facebook and YouTube, so you won't miss out on any of the stuff that we're doing. And if you've got a mobile phone, which everybody has a mobile phone, don't know why I said that, download the app. It's on the Google App Store and on the Apple iStore. It's free, and sometimes we go live from the app, and if you don't have that, you may miss out on additional content and special offers that only happen inside the app. So yeah, get that as well.
Yeah, good point. Right, guys, we will see you tonight. I'm going to leave you with a little information about next week's Christmas party, but we will see you tonight at 7 o'clock.
Have a good one. See you soon.
Yeah, have a good afternoon. See you tonight.